Breaking tonight. Royal wedding rumors explode, the truth behind the palace buzz ring crown. The country expected another quiet evening. A routine royal update. A harmless headline. But suddenly, everything shifted. A single rumor spread like lightning. A rumor so bold, so unexpected, that it turned Spain's calm night into a storm of questions. And just when people thought they understood what was happening, a deeper, more complicated truth emerged, one that challenges everything we think we know about the Spanish royal family. Spain didn't just hear a rumor tonight. Spain felt it. This is the unfolding story. Princess Leonor's name rose to the top of every trending conversation within minutes, faster than any recent royal headline. The rumor didn't start from an official source, nor from a major newspaper. It began with a whisper inside circles close to the palace. A whisper that hinted at something extraordinary, the possibility of a royal wedding on the horizon. A wedding that could change the future of the monarchy. But before analyzing the truth behind the excitement, we must rewind just a few weeks, because the clues didn't appear tonight. They've been quietly building, carefully stacking, waiting for the right spark. That spark happened now. In recent months, Spain has watched Princess Leonor's life become more public, more symbolic, and more emotionally charged. Her appearances have held new weight, her interactions new meaning, and her growth new significance. Today, she stands at a moment between youth and leadership, between preparation and destiny. And that is precisely why the rumor hit so hard. Viewers across Spain and beyond asked one powerful question: could Leonor truly be preparing for a major personal announcement? To understand why millions believe the possibility, we must look deeper into her role, her recent public signals, and the subtle shifts happening behind palace walls. The first major signal appeared during her last official event. Observers noticed a particular tone in King Felipe's expression, as if he carried an emotion heavier than routine formality. His eyes followed Leonor not with caution or distance, but with a kind of quiet pride mixed with anticipation. A father's expression when he knows his daughter stands at the edge of a new chapter. Queen Letizia, too, appeared more attentive than usual, watching Leonor closely, with gentle, meaningful glances. Not protective, not anxious, something else, something warm, aware, knowing. Those moments seemed small at the time. Tonight, they feel enormous. And then there's Princess Sofia. Her relationship with Leonor has always been one of closeness and balance. But in recent appearances, Sofia seemed unusually supportive, almost celebratory. As though she sensed an important personal milestone on her sister's horizon. None of this confirms a wedding. But none of it dismisses the possibility either. So the curiosity deepens: where did the rumor actually begin? Sources close to royal analysts say that a private conversation, allegedly overheard at a gathering connected to the palace, suggested that a major family event was being discussed. Not confirmed, not scheduled, discussed. The kind of vocabulary the royal household uses when preparing for something with emotional and symbolic weight. This is where the rumor gained force. Because the Spanish monarchy rarely entertains speculation on emotional family matters unless something is truly shifting behind the scenes. But here comes the contrarian question that pulls the story into deeper mystery. If such a moment were truly coming, why would the palace allow even a whisper of it to circulate? The answer is layered. The royal household often operates in silence when major decisions approach, not to hide them, but to let them mature without public pressure. Silence allows emotion to settle. It gives the family space to breathe, to reflect, to prepare. Tonight, that silence speaks louder than any official statement. Another powerful detail emerged earlier this week. Several insiders reported noticing unusual activity in certain areas of the Zarzuela Palace, areas typically associated with private family preparation, not political duties. Staff were described as focused, coordinated, and moving with intention. That alone wouldn't mean much, unless combined with everything else. This opens another curiosity loop. Is the palace quietly preparing for a future announcement? Not tomorrow, not next week, but soon. Before answering, we must explore Leonor's position. She is not only the Princess of Asturias. She is the future monarch. Every step she takes, every decision she considers, every relationship she forms carries weight, not just personal, but national. A wedding for Leonor would not be a private event. It would be a historical milestone. It would shape alliances, influence public perception, and redefine the next era of the Spanish crown. That is why the rumor exploded so quickly. Because Spain understands the magnitude of such a step. Because Spain watches Leonor with both admiration and expectation. And because the emotional connection between the people and their future queen has never been stronger. But here is where the story becomes even more compelling. Over the last year, Leonor has shown a remarkable emotional evolution. Her confidence deepened, her independence strengthened, her role felt more natural. Each appearance revealed new maturity. But lately, there has been something more, a quiet serenity. A serenity people often associate with someone grounded by stability, purpose, and personal clarity. This doesn't confirm romance. It doesn't guarantee marriage. But it does raise questions. Is Leonor experiencing a stage of emotional growth that aligns with such life decisions? Is the palace aware of it? Supportive of it? Preparing for it? Or is the public simply projecting its hope onto her? This is the tension that makes tonight's rumor so powerful. Spain doesn't just want answers. Spain wants to understand the emotional truth behind the palace silence. Now comes another twist. Multiple journalists noticed something unusual in a recent official report from the palace, nothing explicit, but the tone was subtly warm. It referred to upcoming family events, without specifying details. This phrasing is rare. It is the kind of wording that appears before birthdays, anniversaries, or significant announcements. But this year, there are no major royal birthdays on the horizon. No scheduled ceremonies. No traditional milestones. So what was the report hinting at? This is where speculation meets symbolism. Royal analysts began drawing connections. If the palace is preparing for a significant family moment, if Leonor has shown new emotional maturity, if insiders overheard conversations referencing a major event, if staff movements suggest preparations, if public energy is converging on one interpretation, then the rumor of a wedding begins to feel less like a fantasy and more like a possibility. Yet one major question remains unanswered: would Leonor herself be ready? The truth is that only she and those close to her know the real answer. But recent appearances reveal an heir who no longer seems weighed down by the expectations of her role. Instead, she appears aligned with it, emotionally steady, purposeful, graceful. This state of steadiness is often a sign of someone standing at the threshold of major life decisions. Whether those decisions involve leadership, personal commitments, or family steps, the emotional cues remain the same. Now we reach the deepest curiosity loop of the entire story. What does the royal household silence mean? If the rumor were completely baseless, the palace could have dismissed it quickly and quietly, as they have many times before. A simple clarification can stop speculation instantly. Yet tonight, no clarification has come. And that silence is fueling the fire. But silence is not confirmation. Silence can mean preparation, uncertainty, timing, or simply respect for Leonor's privacy. Here is the emotional truth. The Spanish royal family is currently navigating a delicate balance, supporting Leonor's growth while allowing her to define her personal life privately. This balance explains the palace's careful approach. And it also explains the public's intense reaction. Spain has watched Leonor grow up. Spain has seen her face challenges, responsibilities, sacrifices, triumphs. And now, Spain wonders, is she entering a new chapter not only as heir, but as a young woman ready to build her own emotional foundation? This is why the rumor resonates. It touches something deeper than curiosity. It touches hope. Hope for Leonor's happiness. Hope for continuity of the monarchy. Hope for a future queen who leads with both strength and heart. But where does that leave us tonight? At the center of a mystery that may unfold slowly, quietly, and with intention. A mystery that will reveal itself not through leaks or rumors, but through carefully chosen appearances, subtle palace signals, and the emotional shift of the royal family itself. For now, what we know is this. A powerful rumor erupted. The palace remains silent. Spain is watching. And Princess Leonor stands at a moment where anything could be possible. If this moment is the beginning of a new chapter, it will be remembered as the night the first whisper turned into a national conversation. If it is merely speculation, it reveals something equally important. how deeply connected the people feel to Leonor's story. Either way, something meaningful happened tonight. Not a confirmation, not a denial, but a sense. A sense that change is coming. A sense that Leonor's life is entering a new emotional horizon. A sense that the monarchy stands on the edge of transformation, quiet, steady, and inevitable. As the nation waits, one truth rises clearly through the noise. The future of Spain's crown is not only secure, it is alive, evolving, and more emotionally resonant than ever. And when the real announcement comes, whatever it may be, Spain will be ready.